Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Crown of Emara. So if you have watched the Gamesplanation, you'll have an idea of how the game actually plays. I have set up the game to have a playthrough with 2 players. The only thing different is the starting position of each of these markers, and this card has told me where to put the houses to start with and which portions my start player, which is blue, is going to start in, and everyone goes to the next spot clockwise. This marks the start player. That will get passed to the left for the beginning of the second round. So the very first thing that happens is that card comes off to reveal what's going to happen at the next rule, or what the next rule is for the round. In this case, at the end of the round, we can trade in a coin or a signet for 4 points if we wish. And everyone will have the choice of doing that. So let's get straight into it. First up, you deal yourself 3 cards and have a look at them and decide what you wish to do. Now, it's not worth his while at the moment to do anything in the city because he doesn't really have enough product. So he's going to probably play those 2 first and then that one last. Okay, so he will start with playing that card, which gets him a stone. So that's that card done. He now moves one of his 2 guys 1 spot. And he thinks it's probably worthwhile just at the outset to move that guy to there, which gets him another stone. He's not able to put one of these little guys onto the houses simply because he doesn't have the combination of things that the house needs. He also doesn't have the products to buy either of those cards. He also doesn't have a ring to get the next rank up. And that was pretty straightforward, so we move on to the other player. So red has these 3 cards. It's going to be worth his while to use the 2 to get to here, but he's going to need to make sure that he can get the products that he wishes. So what he might do is he'll play that one, which gets him one of those. He'll move one, which will get him another one of those. He also can't afford to get any of the 3 houses there. He does have the products to be able to get a card there, but his next turn is going to be that onto the 2, which he'll move this one 1 to get another wheat, but that gives him, he needs to have 2 of a product to make this worthwhile, because his 2 movement's going to be to there, so he really wants to hang on to those 2, which means he only has a stone, so he will pass on doing the rest of the stuff. We come back over to blue. Blue will play that, which gets him the blue one, and he will move 2 in the city, so that's moving 2 spots. He'll spend those 2 stone, so that moves around 1 to get 1 Bible and 1 of these 3 goods. And he thinks at the moment it's probably worth his while to grab that one in the hopes of getting some coin, because coin seems to be worthwhile. What he can do, because he has these 2 products, is he can release 1 guy onto that, which means next time he stops there, he'll be able to get 2 of the stone. That gets him 1 point for his population. Moving forward to red, red is going to play that card, which pushes that one forward, getting him 1 more wheat. So that was the single thing. He could do his bonus action now, but he doesn't have the appropriate products to really be able to do it with the bits that he wants. So he'll keep moving and move that one there for 2. He'll trade in 2 of those. I believe they're hay bales. So that 2 becomes a 3. That gets him a ring, and then we move on. There's nothing else that can be done. So blue has to play that there. Now, what I can do with that is move one of my guys 3 spots. So if he moved to there, or if he moved to there, that would give him his 3 spots. He doesn't really have any product to make the city useful, so he's going to go to here, getting him 1 more wood. And then what this allows him to do is to action one of the quarters of the board. It doesn't matter which one. And he's going to action this quarter, which means he is trading that wood that he just got in for 1 money or 1 coin. He could trade this in for 3 points, but he thinks he won't for the moment. However, because he has actioned that quarter of the board, he also gets a coin for that card. He doesn't have a signet ring, so he can't do the top bit. He doesn't have enough product to be able to get either of the cards or the houses. So let's move on. Red now has his last go. Red will move 1, 2, 3 to here, which gains him 1 of these bales of hay. The bonus he's got allows him to get either 1 of these 2 cards or 1 of these buildings for 1 item less. And he thinks he's actually going to take this one for those 2 items. And what that gets him is straight away 2 points. And anytime he takes any building points, he would get an extra 2 building points for doing that. So we'll just put that card there to remind him that that will happen every time. He will also spend that signet ring to take this card, which is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. This card then gets replaced with that one. And we move on to the next round. So the first thing that happens is everyone pulls their 3 cards away, puts it into a discard pile. The first player marker changes hands. They deal themselves out 3 more cards, so the next 3 cards that are going to be played. Because this happens at the end of the round, this card now happens. So blue is going to actually trade in 1 of the coins that he's managed to pick up for 4 points. Red doesn't have any coins or signets to be able to trade in, and he doesn't know if he wants to anyway. That then gets traded over to the next one, and for this round, whenever you go to that portion, rather than trading in 1 for 1, you can trade in 2 for 2. I think that that is enough information for you to kind of get a grasp of or an idea of how to play this game. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.